Hey guys, Josh here, Webbs. I've had something that's kind of been on my mind all summer to kind of show you guys, but to show you several release aids here. We have your regular caliper style, thumb button style, different thumb button style, a hinge release or back tension, kind of a mixed breed, half back tension, half caliper. Couple different thumb buttons, and this is probably one of the biggest things in archery I can say that can help you improve and get ready for hunt season. Most of us are taught when we first get a bow to draw the bow back. We're kind of shaky. You put the pin on target. When it gets close or on it, you hit the trigger. But I'm going to kind of show you a little bit. I believe it's a better way. Since we still have some time for hunt season, you can come by and we can actually help you get this down. But the first one I'm going to show you is a caliper release, which we are taught, or most of us will get our finger on the end of this and hit the trigger. And in our mind, is we're shooting it just like we would a gun. But in hindsight, is with a gun, we don't float by it and hit the trigger. We get a rest and we slowly squeeze the trigger. Well, I'm going to show you how to slowly squeeze this trigger without actually really squeezing it. But if you pull over real deep, get a bend in your wrist and let that out, you see it fired it. It'll fire very, very easy. Of course, we have a big truck coming through our parking lot. But I got the Expedition Excursion 6 out here. Load this up. And to me, this is a very, very easy way to shoot these releases. It's very repeatable. Once again, you just hook her up. And I'm just going to pull over and let that out. She'll draw, anchor. See, it fires really, really easy. And all I'm doing is letting that little tension out, letting it fire. And you guys that are worried about if a deer comes in and I can't do that fast enough, it's really, really fast. Just like that, it'll fire really easy. But I'm gonna show you that real close again. So you actually hook and let that out, no fire. It's a little bit of pulling. It'll help your follow through, and what it'll do is it'll help your pin stay on target just a little bit longer. And it's gonna help your follow through when it comes back. And I'll show you another release. Let me grab my arrows real quick. The next kind I believe we'll look at is the thumb button. I have a lot of guys shooting, a hunting style release like this, which the T-Rex is actually a great choice of release. But most guys will draw back and hit this button. When actually, if you'll come around and lay your finger on there and pull this way, it'll fire it too. And actually, there's a whole nother way. If you pull up like this and let this out, it'll fire it. I prefer to just pull. It's very simple. And again, it's going to do just like what that trigger was doing. Loader there. I'm just going to pull straight back on it. Nothing fancy, but this is back tension simplified very much. It just fires really easy. Again, if you can kind of watch where my fingers lay, how I pull. I've shot this way for forever, and it doesn't really matter which release I shoot, whether it's a caliper or hinge or thumb button. I'm shooting them all the same way. Most of the time I can shoot several different releases and they hit in the same groove. But I grab those 2 arrows and we'll go to the next one. And I'll remind you, virtually any handheld release with a button, you can shoot it that same way by just pulling or relaxing. But I think it's very important on this release that you can actually shoot it that way. Which this is a hinge. You guys that have target panic really, really bad, where you can't hardly make it fire and get your pin on it, it's a very good method to go to in the summer. But this release is actually off of rotation. So if the pressure's on this side, it can't rotate. It's got to be pressure on that side. About the biggest tip I can give you on these is if you start with one, set it heavy so you can get relaxed. And it's just basically pull. If you pull or relax either one, it's going to fire. This one, I actually recommend a little bit of coaching. If you come by and this is something you want to try, give me a ride. If you buy one, we'll show you, get you started on the right path with it. And this is not my release, so I have no idea really how it's set. But you pull up, drop your thumb and your pinky off, just pull. It's very, very simple. This is probably actually the simplest release out, but for most of us it seems very complicated. It's really not. Which that hit the same place the other release was hitting. Next style we'll go to, this is kind of a crossbreed. This is one of those that's virtually impossible to cheat, but it's going to go on just like a wrist strap. And you'll pull back just like a wrist strap. You lock these fingers in, pull down till it clicks. You're going to pull and squeeze, and then it'll fire. We all have our favorite types of releases or brand names. We actually have a place where you can come get one and take it outside and try it, so that's definitely beneficial, especially when you have an expert like Ryan Dempsey behind the counter to help you. But this is probably my favorite thing to do, is help people, so Don't think about us, me, if you come up here and want help. This time, actually all the time, if you buy a release from us, we're not going to charge you for a little help on the side.
And that thing he showed us with the strap actually helped me. I'll probably be hunting with a strap again this year.
That just hooks on there. You draw back, you pull in here. Just keep pulling down. And no fire. I kind of pull this way and this way at the same time. And I haven't shot this release in like a year, maybe, and they're both together. It just, the key is making your pin stay where you need it to. It's aiming that extra second or two. I would tell you, shooting the caliper style like I showed you, give it a shot, and if you would like to come by and get a little instruction on it, just give us a shout. It's hot out here, so me and Ryan's gonna go inside, but thanks for watching.